Hello? Hello, everyone. Kind of wait, see if we can get some more people in here. Hi, Lisa. How are you doing? Good to see you, girl. How have you been? Figured I'd do this tonight, take away some anxiety from people. I know people have been working hard on the election. It's been a long few months for a lot of people. Hi, Chris. So, how was the rest of your weekend, Lisa? Oh, yeah. We voted absentee ballot. So we were able to vote early. I think our vote's been in for a month now. Right, Lisa? Any day above ground is a good day. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see. You're talking about on your avatar. Yeah, I see you got a little bit of a picture there. You only got part of it back, not the whole thing. Oh, we always vote. We've been voting for years. We say that's our license to complain. Oh, you took your mom out of? Yeah. It's so hard to see. That little avatars are so small. That's funny, Lisa. I was hoping we'd get some more people in here. Yeah, Chris's aunt works the polls down in Florida. I know here, I guess probably a lot of places there's a shortage of poll workers because the old crowd's dying off and they need some young blood in there. So, are you like a lot of Americans, and anxious to see what happens in Georgia. I I mean, I'm one, I have my own political beliefs, but I respect other people's political beliefs. I just think it's important that everybody gets out and vote. Hey, Leanne, how's it going? Looks like it's probably going to be the same old crowd here tonight. We can handle that, can't we? Hey, Claire Bear. Hey, how's it going? Hey, just Britt. How are you? I was hoping we'd get some campaign workers in here because, they really have worked hard, and I'm sure everybody has got high anxiety right now. So, do you think you're ready for some election questions, voting questions? I think even doing some of the research on this, I was kind of shocked at, just to see how different states handle election process. So we are going to do elections. I think I have like 20 questions. So it's not a lot. I was going to tell some Obama dad jokes, but, decided to just take those out. A lot of it was his turkey pardoning stuff. So. Lisa, yeah, he probably should have been there before he was even president. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. But anyway, so I moved the light closer to myself. Is it too bright? I'm still trying to figure out the lighting thing. It's always interesting to go back and see it on playback. It looks so different when I do like a test run on my computer versus what actually shows up when I go live. So it always throws me off. I do try and prepare though. All right, we're going to start with question number 1. How many electoral college votes are needed for a candidate to win the U.S. presidency? Thanks, Leanne. Hey, JoJo's not here tonight, so some of y'all have a chance. How many electoral college votes are needed for a candidate to win the U.S. presidency? Chris Smith with a win on that one. 270, the magic number. And I do have it on top chat this time, I promise. So make sure everybody has it on top chat. Name one reason elections are held in November. Hey, none of us know all of it. So I mean, I love doing this because I learn a lot. I didn't know half this. Like, I probably could have only answered maybe 4 questions because I do some Georgia questions too, which might surprise some of you. Very good, Lisa. Very good. Yeah, since the U.S. was kind of founded on by farmers, crops, that type of thing, they figured in November the crops had been harvested and they could avoid inclement weather. So they set the date in November for a seeding in January. Very good, Lisa. Oh, Claire, I wish. I wish I had lovely skin. It's makeup. I normally don't wear it, but I wear it to not scare people here. Good job on that one, Lisa. Why are elections held on Tuesdays? Why are elections held on Tuesdays? That's an oxymoron, isn't it, just Brit? Any guesses, Chris Smith? Yeah, pretty much, Chris. Yeah. So I guess, going back to the day before, modern vehicle and transportation. So it allowed voters to go to church on Sunday and then do their traveling to their polling location that, could take some time. Yeah, so they could, and then they had to get back to the market to sell stuff on Wednesday. So, yeah. Good answer, Chris. Good answer. Believe it or not. So this is funny. When I first moved to Georgia, I went to buy beer and grabbed it, put it up on the counter. Well, first I'd always get busted because I moved here from Florida. So I would always go in and grab some beer on Sunday and put it up on the counter, and they'd look at me like I was nuts because there was no beer sales on Sunday. But then they did not sell beer in the county I lived in on election day. No alcohol was served at all. And as far as hard liquor, you could drive to the next county over for hard liquor, and they would give you a to-go cup with ice. Think about that. Think about that. And that was in the 80s. So, yeah. All right. Question number 4. Name 2 of 11 states that have declared Election Day a civic holiday. Name 2 of 11 states that have declared Election Day a civic holiday. Any 2 will do. Washington is one. Is Colorado one now? You got half a point, Leanne. Nope. No, not Oregon. Not Rhode Island or Massachusetts. I was actually surprised there are some what you would call southern states in here. Nope. Keep guessing. Throw away, Chris. Texas. Nope, not Texas. Louisiana. Clear Bear for that other half of the point. Good job, ladies, gentlemen. The states are Delaware, Hawaii, Illinois, Kentucky, Louisiana, Montana, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Virginia, and West Virginia. So yeah, I was really surprised that Kentucky, Virginia, and Louisiana were in there. That was a huge surprise. Question number 5. All major elections are done by postal voting in how many states? All major elections are done by postal voting in how many states? Yes, Chris, one is Washington. Can you name the other 4? But you only, I just gave the answer because I'm a goofball. Any guesses on how many states do major elections by postal voting? Leanne. O.J. Simpson. That would be 5. Colorado, Oregon, Washington, Utah, and Hawaii. Lisa got it. 5. 5. 5. Let's see. Question number 6. Leanne, you come here to learn. You don't need to read. You just keep coming here. We get you straight. Question number 6. Name a state which gives overseas and military voters extra time to mail in their ballots. Name a state which gives overseas and military voters extra time to mail in their ballots. I know, I like that too, Leanne. Lisa. And I can get your answers sometimes too. I'll give a hint. It is a huge It's a state that has a lot of military. Not Missouri. No Fort Leonard Woods. Ooh, Leanne Ferguson got it. Way to go, Leanne. It is Texas. Yeah, good for you. You go, girl. Does federal law require employers to allow a certain amount of time for employees to vote? Does federal law require employers to allow a certain amount of time for employees to vote? This is a yes or no. Leanne says yes. Does federal law require employers to allow a certain amount of time for employees to vote, with or without pay? No matter how many hours they work. And this point will go to Chris Smith. There is no federal law that requires employers to allow a certain amount of time for employees to vote, which is sad. Very sad. So, Chris, you got that point? Sadly, sadly. Question number 8. Voting has been prohibited for these otherwise qualified U.S. citizens in some states, even though, as a rule, if a person is competent enough to go to the polls and vote or to complete an absentee ballot, federal law requires that person be allowed to vote. In spite of federal law allowing these, well, let me say that again. Voting has been prohibited for these otherwise qualified U.S. citizens in some states, even though, as a rule, if a person is competent enough to go to the polls and vote or to complete an absentee ballot, federal law requires that that person be allowed to vote. Answers would be, I guess, well, I think felons really should be included. People with guardianships. So think about people with autism that are brilliant, maybe even idiot savants. There's a girl in Florida that she's a member of Mensa. She's productive, but she does need living care, and they have guardianship over her, so she is not allowed to vote in Florida for her interest. And this goes with aging people too. And also people with psychiatric disabilities who have been deemed mentally unfit. And it is depending on the states. Those are state rules. But I was reading some of the hurdles you have to jump to uh, try and be reinstated to be able to vote if you no longer need a guardianship, or you've, you know, gone through psychiatric help and, medications able to stabilize you. The hurdles you have to jump are quite high. But there are support groups out there to help those people who are disenfranchised because of their uh, medical situation. Hmm. Yeah, and it requires a court ruling to get it overturned, also, Lisa or Leanne. So yeah, I first heard about this on a NPR. I think did a story about guardianships. And it was quite disturbing to think that people that need Medicaid and depend on Medicaid can't vote um, in any election. Question number 9. The National Voter Registration Act, also known as the NVRA of 1993, Section 5 made it possible for people to register to vote where? The NVRA of 1993, Section 5 made it possible for people to register to vote where? Dang, Leanne for the win again. Oh, that's pretty cool, Lisa. I forgot I can do this. Yay. There we go. I'm learning, Lisa. Yeah, Leanne was right about that. You can vote at the DMV thanks to NVRA of 1993, Section 5. Very good. In space. I tell you. Question number 10. Name the only state that does not require voter registration. Name the only state that does not require voter registration. Good guess, Elisa. Lisa's playing nice. We like that. Name the only state that does not require voter registration. Leanne, Narnia? Narnia? Is that how you pronounce it? Narnia? Was it from Black Panther? I have no, pop culture, I'm lost. Not Alaska. The band that is, no. Puerto Rico is technically not a state, but oh, that was what. So, oh, okay. Thanks. So the only state that does not require voter registration is North Dakota. North Dakota. Oh, shoot. How many states do not have online voters registration? How many states do not have online voter registration? I know, right, Chris? Yeah, I think that's true, Lisa. There's still, controversial. I guess what the House and Senate have to allow them to vote to be part of statehood. And that's what the holdup is, even though we give them aid and everything else. Well, decent people give them aid when they need it. Hey, Cristola, how are you doing? We're just hanging out doing some election trivia, mainly on the voter side. No historical election stuff, just stuff that's really surprising or interesting or just easy trivia. Are you doing all right tonight? How are the kids? So the question we're on now is how many states do not have online voter registration? The answer is iffy. Yeah, but I haven't answered it yet, Leanne. How many states do not have online voter registration? That would be 9 or 10. Oklahoma just passed it, but it's not implemented yet. So once Oklahoma gets online, we will be at 9. But currently, they do not have online voter registration in Oklahoma. So the correct answer technically is 10. Which, yeah, it's amazing that we're in 2020 and not every state has that. Okay, question number 12. Right, Claire? I mean, it should be 0, but that's just That's crazy. Question 12. How many states have automatic voter registration? How many states have automatic voter registration? Are you giving me a point for that one, Lisa? I only got it right because I cheated. How many states have automatic voter registration? That would be, is anyone else going to throw a number out there? Oh, Cristola got it with 16. Keep me straight. Keep me straight. Good job, Cristola. Coming in late and taking over. I see how you go, how you play now. All right, let's see. Number 13. How many states require an ID to vote? How many states require an ID to vote? You guessed good, girl. You guessed real good. How many states require an ID to vote? That would be 7. Only 7. Georgia, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Wisconsin. And I think, if everyone, I guess this is the thing with me, like most people do drive. And I think to get an ID, don't you have to go to the DMV? But if you're driving and you're registering at the DMV, that's your ID. So, I mean, technically, I imagine they could make it to where you could vote without an ID if by your name they designate that you signed up at the DMV. Because once you vote, nobody can vote in your name after that without somebody getting in trouble. ID and a registration card? Yeah, we don't have to show registration card here, just a ID. That's crazy. That is crazy. It's interesting too. Yeah, the party thing, Leanne, it's different in every state. There's no consistency. In some states, you get to vote either party anytime you want. They don't care. So, all right. According to a Harvard study, the base cost range of an ID cost how much? The base cost range of an ID cost how much? When you think of, all the paperwork you need to have, all the transportation you need to have, any fees you have to pay to get the information that you need in order to get the ID. According to a Harvard study, the base cost for an ID would be $75 to $175, depending on the state. And then if you have legal fees included, it could be up to $1,500. Yeah. Now, what I'd like to do is pull that Harvard study, because I'm wondering if it's also based on if you're an immigrant, maybe you're an adoptee from another country, maybe like if you're from the South and you're really poor, you probably don't even have your birth certificate anymore. I mean, I don't know how many birth certificates I've ordered over my life from theft or whatever reason. Well, by the time you write and get it's the whole process of whatever it takes to get an ID. And I guess here again, all states would require different things. So now I had to get an emergency passport once because I got a fire safe for my house, put a bunch of files in it, 7 years of tax returns, passports, birth certificates, marriage license, all of that type of stuff. I think marriage license was in there. And our house got broken into and everything was stolen. That was on a Thursday or a Friday. And we were going to Costa Rica the following Wednesday. So we had to fly to New Orleans with, I guess we had enough ID. Well, we had our driver's license and whatever, I guess they require too. So we had the two forms of ID, and then we had to pay over, I think it was $400 and something for a passport. It was crazy. So yeah, I can see where costs can get steep. Yeah, all states are different. I imagine California may be pricey too. Probably the Northeast could be pricey. How many states have laws against faithless electors? How many states have laws against faithless electors? If you don't know the term, I can explain it. Or shall I just explain it? Faithless electors. No, Lisa, they never found who broke into our house. How many states have laws against faithless electors in the Electoral College? Lisa, I'm just glad we were going to Costa Rica. Not next week and getting away. I can tell you that. So, faithless electors. So, if you're part of the Electoral College and say your state, and we saw this recently, so your state, majority of the people voted for a Democrat, then you need to vote for a Democrat. And if you don't, as a electoral college, then you're considered a faithless elector in some states, and you can be fined for voting against the majority of voters. No, that's when we lived in the city. We had the locks. No, that we didn't change the locks. They had just busted in the door, so we just had a locksmith come and fix the lock on the door, put a new lock in. But we lived in the city at that time, so we didn't even file an insurance claim. It wasn't worth it. Dollar DVDs and computer cameras, TV. And they were all old, so by the time you file an insurance claim and they do the depreciation and stuff like that, it's not worth it. Plus, we were going to Costa Rica. We didn't want to mess with it. So there are 32 states that have laws against faithless electors. Just 32. I think in the last election in 2016, there were some fines handed out. Name a county in Georgia where voters often have to go to two locations in which to vote in the same day. Name a county in Georgia where voters often have to go to two locations in which to vote in the same day. Yeah, Lisa, it wouldn't matter as a faithless elector, you have to vote with a majority. Oh no, that's awful, Lisa. That's terrible. Chris Smith for the win, Gwinnett County. Yeah. Gwinnett County, you have to, sorry. Name a county in Georgia where voters often have to go to two locations in which to vote in the same day. No, I would say the county that would sit on the Alabama line. There are a couple. There'd be that were on the interstate. You'd have Carroll County or Haralson County on the I-20, and then you would have probably Muskogee County down near Columbus, Georgia, going into Alabama kind of off 85. And then I'm not sure what the county is down by Montgomery, Alabama. I guess that's the one off 85. Well, oh, you have a Carroll County in Missouri too. So the name of the Georgia county where you have to vote in two locations on the same day is Gwinnett County. It is, so you have to go to one location to vote for state and federal elections, and you have to go to City Hall if you're within the city limits to vote in the city elections. And get this, so Gwinnett County is the second most populous county in Georgia. It's part of the metro Atlanta area, and it is also the most diverse. Hopefully that law is going to change soon. It needs to. When did Gwinnett County first make bilingual Spanish-English voting material available? Again, note that this is the most diverse county in Georgia. Oh, Chris had answered, sorry. Chris had answered Gwinnett County way up there. That's what I want to know, Lisa. Why do they make it so hard for people to vote? Where is that? I gotta pin that. Lisa gets the pins tonight. It's crazy. And so, I'm from Georgia. So, people make a big deal out of Stacey Abrams and what she says. But let me tell you, there's a reason for fair fight when it comes to elections. It's crazy around here. So when did this most diverse county first make bilingual Spanish-English voting material available? Lisa. But Gwinnett is like more than just Spanish English. There's a lot of Vietnamese, a huge Korean population, a huge Indian population. I mean, it is super diverse here. Same one, I guess a year. When did Gwinnett County first make bilingual Spanish-English voting material available? Yeah, it was diverse in the 80s, Leanne. Hey, Jersey Jojo. Hey, I sent out notifications on Twitter. Sorry. Like everybody has a chance to win because you know your octopus fingers weren't here. So I'm going to give the answer. When did Gwinnett County first make bilingual Spanish-English voting material available? 2018. Hey, Jersey Jojo. Good to see you tonight. Oh, we lost Claire Bear. She's sneaky. She sneaks in, she sneaks out. My Twitter handle is Games Positively. Even though I wanted Positively Games. I guess it's at Games Positively, but Positively Games. Twitter. It's a Twitter thing. So when did Gwinnett County first make bilingual Spanish-English voting material available? 2018. 2018. All right, moving on. Question 18. If a voter received an absentee ballot but decided to vote in person in said Gwinnett County, Georgia, what is required? And again, all states may be different. I'm going kind of by what I did. I was hoping to get more Georgia people here. So do you all know what you do if you request an absentee ballot, receive it, and decide to go to the polls anyway? Is there a process? Hold on, I'll be right back. All right. If a voter received an absentee ballot but decided to vote in person, what is required? Jersey Jojo. Hey, Jersey Jojo, I answered OJ Simpson for a question earlier for you. We missed you. So the question again is, if a voter received an absentee ballot but decided to vote in person, what is required? I'm with you, Leanne. I was terrible with boy bands, hair bands, boy bands. Yeah. Jojo, did you get any of those questions right? Yeah, or did you answer O.J. Simpson to all of them? All right. I'm born, y'all. We'll move on with another one here shortly. If a voter received an absentee ballot but decided to vote in person, here you have to bring the ballot that was mailed to your house and mark it spoiled, or they will mark it spoiled, and then you get to go vote at the poll. So that's how it works here. Number 19, when did the I voted stickers make their debut? When did the I voted stickers make their debut? Do you all have them in your states? When did the I voted stickers make their debut? Oh, now I'm going to have to look that up. Jojo. '69 to '77 is not correct. So O.J. Simpson played for the Bills from '69 to '77. He played for the 49ers from '78 to '79. Claire Bear got it for 1982. Good job, Claire Bear. Yeah, there's some company in Florida that's making a killing off of those stickers. And I guess I don't know that they did the initial stickers, but it started in Florida. And if you had a I voted sticker, you would get a discount from local businesses. I think it was started in like the Fort Lauderdale area, perhaps. Did so much research, it's hard to remember at this point. I think it was Florida, then Arizona, and then kind of took off from there. Yeah, you did it, Claire. Did you leave for a while, Claire? Because you got real quiet. I know, right? Those citizenship tests are hard. Hey, Megan, how are you? That's okay, Claire Bear. We're on our final question for this category of elections. This question is for the win. You ready? Everybody have their fingers ready? This question's for the win. And I'll tell you, it's a yes or no. It's a yes or a no. Get your fingers ready. Did you vote? The question is, did you vote? Leanne Ferguson for the win. Crystalla, no comment. Yeah, if you vote, you win. That's all that's important. Definitely, definitely. That's how I feel about it anyway. So if you voted, thank you. You appreciate it. Your country appreciates it. Very much, very much. So we take a break. Do y'all want to play a second game? Where are we? Well, oof. I was just looking at the election scores. I don't know if it'll focus or not. The votes. Let's see if I can get closer. It's kind of backwards. And I don't know, why do they use blue and green? I don't know if that's a Dominion software thing or if that's a state of Georgia thing, but it's stupid. It is stupid. All right, Claire Bear. You have a good night too. Thanks for coming by. As always, you're appreciated. I really appreciate it. I know you're always so busy running hither and dither. Oh, that's all right, Jojo. That's all right. Oh, no. Did I mess up my focus? That's bizarre. Do y'all want to play another game? Yes, 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 yes. Lisa was first tonight. That's right. That's right, Lisa. Thanks, Claire Bear. We really appreciate it. Oh, yeah, I'm back in focus. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. Lisa was first in tonight, so she gets to pick tonight's category. Let me find. I was busy today. I worked a lot today on creating some new games. Let's see. Oof. So our choices tonight are arts and literature, birds and bees, DC Comics, or lights on Broadway. Oh, and another one, because I was like, what happened? I know I had another one. Had to get it in the right folder. Hey, Lisa, you get to pick tonight. So the categories are All About That Space, Arts and Literature, Birds and Bees, DC Comics, or Lights on Broadway. Like not DC Comics. Yeah, DC Comics. I didn't know there were so many characters. I'll just say that. But it's funny because a lot of the characters were covered in the movies too. But of course, I never watched them. So. All right, Lisa, we'll do Birds and Bees. All right. Is everybody ready? Jersey JoJo's giving up OJ Simpson for Unirock. Oh, you want All About That Space? Now that's all going to be NASA, space, planetary stuff. You want All About That Space or Birds and Bees? Bees. You sticking with All About That Space? It's all about that space, about that space, about that space. Did my chat freeze up? Not my anus. So not All About That Space. You want to go back to Birds and the Bees? Birds and Bees. Lights on Broadway is more like musicals. And arts and literature, I have modern. There's some modern stuff in there. All right, we'll do Birds and Bees. And here we go. Oh, Crystal, you got to put that on Twitter, girl. Metallic purple. I've never seen that. Is that a Brad Mondo color or something? Because Brad Mondo, he's like the Jeffree Star of hair color. All of his stuff looks really vivid. Although I haven't seen too many of his videos lately. I just know what I've seen of his hair dye. It looks very vivid. You took a census. Oh, yeah. Birds and bees census. I've done bat census before. But then again, I'm a little batty. I'm a little batty. So it was appropriate for me. I need to do the bat census again because I did it when I lived in the city. I haven't done it since I've lived here. All right. First question. Which bird has the largest wingspan? Which bird has the largest wingspan? Unirock. Uh, which bird has the largest wingspan? Any other guesses? Going one. Oh, Jersey Jojo with the dang historical creatures. That's cheating. That's still around. That's still around, Jersey Jojo. But you should get like some points for even spelling that right. That's what I say. Mothman. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Cristola. Which bird has the largest wingspan? Who was it? Coconut sent me a message on Twitter, said she was listening to one of the live replays. And she thought she was listening by herself, but her kids were in the other room and they were screaming the answers over to her. So they ended up having an impromptu game of family trivia, I guess, on one of my old lives, which is great. The answer is, which bird has the largest wingspan? That would be the wandering albatross. He's not lost, he's just wandering. The wandering albatross. A wandering albatross and a wandering Jew walks into a bar. Ba-dum-bum. The good old wandering albatross. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just wandering around. All right. Going on. Question number 2. The Asian longhorned tick, an asexual self-cloning tick that can kill livestock, was first documented in what U.S. state in 2017? The Asian longhorned tick, an asexual self-cloning tick that can kill livestock, was first documented in what U.S. state in 2017? Hey, I had to have some of that birds and bees stuff in there, the birdsy beesy stuff. Anyway, it's asexual and self-cloning. The answer would be New Jersey. New Jersey. Can you believe it? Never would have thought New Jersey. It's now in 12 more states. So it is spreading. So I hope you like chicken. Yeah, let's see. It is in Jersey. Trying to see if it has any other. This article doesn't list the states. Oh, here it is. Sorry. As of October 5th, 2020, longhorn ticks have been found in Arkansas, Connecticut, Delaware, Kentucky, Maryland, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, and West Virginia. So there you go. I guess when you're asexual, you can do a lot of work. Get busy with yourself. Sounds like a ute. Those utes are playing around. Next question. Name a food that never spoils. Name a food that never spoils. Got your utes. McDonald's hamburgers. Good answer. Good answer. Lisa is correct with honey. Now, some kind of salts will hold up. May have to split that. Iodized salt does spoil, but like natural salt never spoils, which is good because I'm using some salt I brought back from France in 2001. Paraphamius. Is that how you pronounce it, Christola? Paraphamius? Or is he talking about some kind of food thing? Paraphamius. Now you got me looking. Paraphimosis? Oh, no. That's disgusting, Krista. No. I had never even heard of that. You sick little monkey. Jojo, I don't even know how you would test if it was bad. I think it just said plain salt's okay, but iodine salt is not. But you can double check. It should have an expiration date somewhere, I think. Good job, Lisa. What color are robin's eggs? What color are robin's eggs? Very good, Leanne. Leanne got that one. Robin egg blue. Blue. All right. So Jojo, I was wondering, since you need iodine salt is supposed to keep you from getting goiters, do we get enough iodine in our diet to prevent that if we don't occasionally have iodine salt? I use Himalayan sea salt. I have some of that, and I have some like natural sea salt that's gray from France, and it just has microbes in it. It's not bleached or anything. But I've often wondered, and I always forget to look it up, if I need that iodine. Now, I've never tried the Salt Lake City salt. But yeah, that's how my French dirt, the salt looks. It looks gray. Turquoise. He's just wrong, Christola. So wrong. So wrong. He needs to be nice to you. I try and watch my sodium. I rarely use salt. And everything I buy is salt free, low sodium. I even make my own tortilla chips because during the pandemic, because I don't know if I can get by with that on YouTube, I can't find my unsalted chips that I like, tortilla chips. So I just started buying Walmart and I bake them. I buy the Walmart white tortillas and cut them into chip shapes and bake them. It's a process. Wow. Yeah. Because I think like two tortillas is like 90 calories. It's not that bad for what you get. Sometimes I'll cut mine into eighths so you get little dippers. And so you definitely don't, if you're dipping, you don't eat as many. So, yeah, right, Leanne? Yeah. Yeah. And my husband, he loves chips. Saltier, the better. But he's adjusting. He's adjusting. We're on this diabetes prevention thing. So, yeah. He's doing better. He's getting used to it. So good one. Lisa got that one. Or who got that one? Who got the blue? That was Leanne. Leanne got that one. Lisa got honey. Next question. What was the rate of population decrease with managed bees between 2018 and 2019? What was the rate of population decrease with managed bees between 2018 and 2019? Was it 10%, 25%, or 40%? What option did I give you? Oh, wait. What was the rate of population decrease in managed bees between 2018 and 2019? That would be right, Christola, 40%. 40%. Yep. Christola, Lisa, 40%, which is huge. And I don't know if that's winter pesticides. I mean, I think, they think pesticides have a lot to do with it. I know here they spray when bees are active, so, they recommend spraying when bees are inactive, early morning, late in the evening, but, commercial companies won't do that. Besides honey, name 2 bee byproducts. Name 2 bee byproducts besides honey. Yeah, right, Jersey Jojo? I like to eat. Other people like green grass. I like to know that I'll be eating for, a long time. Christola, I was saying the other night, gosh, I would love to party with y'all. God, can you imagine us out on the town? Somebody'd be arrested. No. Wings and legs. Bluebell ice cream. Sugar. Pollen. Name 2 byproducts of bees besides honey. And one of these items I've seen in toothpaste products and other stuff. Oh, Korean products have a lot of one of the items. Photosynthesis, no. Besides honey, name 2 bee byproducts. Got right on the pollen. Wax. There you go. There you go, Christola. All right, so he gets some points. So royal jelly, wax, pollen, propolis. Propolis. So propolis is the new hot Korean thing. They're putting it in a lot of product. I think I read where propolis was actually used and found in some mummies. Possibly. I could be lying. Maybe telling the truth. But look it up. Propolis. There's your homework assignment. Oh yeah, my husband was allergic to bees. He had to get the shots. And even now, even though he had the shots and he went through allergy treatment, if he gets stung by a bee, I give him a Benadryl right away. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, Lisa, you need an EpiPen. Dog, eat your homework. All right. Yeah. No, Lisa, you need an EpiPen, it sounds like. All right, next question. The American remake of La Cage aux Folles starred which 2 actors? The American remake of La Cage aux Folles starred which 2 actors? Oh, thanks for following me on Twitter, Christola. I appreciate it. Now, if you're subscribed, you'll get a notification too, most of the time. If we're lucky. Oh. Robin Williams and La Cage aux Folles, the birdcage. Cage. I always like the original French version with the subtitles. Or actually 3 of those movies. The French version with subtitles. Then there was the French version dubbed, and then the American version. I like the first French version. Nathan Lane, Lisa. Good job. Good job. Oh, I love you too, Christola. You're so sweet. Yeah, you'll be sure to get a notification now, I hope, between Twitter and YouTube when YouTube's acting right. Straighten up and act right. All right, next question. Good job, ladies. Teamwork makes the dream work. How high can penguins jump? How high can penguins jump? Now I'm going to have to verify this answer. How high can penguins jump? As high as they need to. Yeah, I can imagine if they have a seal on their butt. We ready for the answer? The answer is 9 feet. I cannot believe it. 9 feet. Yeah, Crystal. 3 meters or 9 feet. That's hard to believe. I mean, they just have those little jumpy things. How can they go 9 feet? That's so crazy. A little crazy. These birds were used during wartime. These birds were used during wartime. Very good, Lisa. Ooh, that was fast. Good job, Lisa. You talked instead of typed. It helps. It helps. But you knew the answer too. All right, Crystal, we'll wait for you. Tell me when you're coming back. Yeah, I couldn't believe the penguin thing though. Actually, the first number I got was as high as 6 feet, and then I went to verify that, and it actually came up saying 9 feet. I guess it depends on the penguin. I guess the first penguins I chose weren't as agile. Definitely not gold medal winners in the Penguin Olympics. They must have been just average penguins. So yeah, there were actually 300,000 penguins that served during wartime, and 32 of them were actually given medal awards. I don't know where they pinned them though. Hopefully it was just a plaque or a piece of paper. Thank you for serving in the war. Oh no. That would not have been good. Now we're talking the pigeon. the penguins jumped 9 feet, but the pigeons won awards, medals for their service. Is Kristola back yet? They were actually given the Dickin Medal. The Dickin Medal, which I'm sure Kristola's husband also thinks he deserves because it's huge. So it's the animal equivalent of the Victoria Cross. So again, I mean, I could just see these little birds getting pinned. It's terrible. I got to pull up a picture of them. We really need, I need to get Chastity to get me graphics. It is a medal. And so they show a German Shepherd and they have it on a kind of ribbon necklace around his neck. They don't show any pigeons with the medal. It'd have to be a really tiny medal. It was pigeons. Yes, 300,000 pigeons went to war, and 32 of them got medals. Next question. Is Kristola back? Oh, there she is. Yeah, right, Kristola? Now I'm going to have your husband come into all these, right? It's going to come to every one. That's okay. He's invited. Who created Woody Woodpecker? Oh, gosh. Now, here we go. Kristola's husband. I like Jersey Jojo with the penguin. I missed that one. I need to pay attention. So who created Woody Woodpecker? And no, it wasn't Kristola's husband. Woody Harrelson. Nope. Not Hannah. Well, it was probably Hanna-Barbera. Hanna-Barbera. Am I still live? All right, there we are. I thought I clicked off myself for a minute. I'm dangerous. So the creator of Woody Woodpecker was Walter Lantz. Walter Lantz. So, you know, like Walt Disney is based on all the Disney characters and blah, blah, blah. So Kings Island in Ohio is based off of Hanna-Barbera characters. Oh, or am I wrong? I could be wrong. Is it Hanna-Barbera or Warner Brothers? Let's Google that. Does anyone know off the top of their head? Some by the Taft Broadcasting Company, Mason, Ohio. Does anyone answer that? So does anyone know about Kings Island? I was there. It was so long ago, though. Oh, yeah, Hanna-Barbera. So they have Scooby-Doo and all that stuff there. Yeah. Cool. All righty. Next question. What was the name of Dr. Doolittle's parrot? What was the name of Dr. Doolittle's parrot? Here. Who got that last one? Was that given to JoJo? Oh, Leanne. Nobody had that one. Homer Brightman did the story of Woody Woodpecker. Oh, you lived. Yeah, I only went there once. I only went there once. Used to go to the Reds games every now and then in the summer. And I've been to the Cincinnati Zoo. Actually, our family has a connection to Jack Hanna way back when. I do read the comments, Lisa, on my phone, but I do miss them sometimes. And then sometimes I forget what question I asked. What was the name of Dr. Doolittle's parrot, Polynesia? Oh. Eddie Murphy. Did I miss any others? Dr. Doolittle. Yeah. I thought you wore underwear on your head, Christola. You need to let me take care of your kids. I'll teach them right. My husband taught the godchild and said when a train goes forward, it goes choo choo. When it goes backward, it goes ooch ooch. Thanks, Leanne. I did notice that my phone, because I went off of this, I guess when I went off of the comments, that it changed it back to top chat. So that may be why, Lisa. Oh, I love them when they're that age, though. Kids are so sweet. I love that toddler age. Right, Lisa? I was there in the 70s because I remember singing Rock the Boat when we were on the log ride. Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat, dip the boat over. That's an earworm for y'all. So the name of Dr. Doolittle's parrot was Polynesia. Polynesia. Now, why is that open? Dr. Doolittle's parrot was named Polynesia. Which bird has a bill longer than its body? Which bird has a bill longer than its body? That's amazing, Leanne. Nope, it's a bird. It's a plane. It's a bird that has a bill longer than its body. Oh my gosh. I always thought toucans, there was only one kind of toucan, the big Fruit Loop toucan. Those are actually keeled bill toucans. Stayed at this hotel in the rainforest, Monteverde rainforest in Costa Rica, and there were every morning outside this big window at the restaurant, there would be, I don't know, tons of these emerald green little toucans, and they were so beautiful. They were amazing. It was always a real treat sitting there having breakfast and watching them. And there were a lot of these types of birds there too. Which bird has a bill longer than its body? Lisa, Lisa, Lisa. Lisa, the bird in Dr. Doolittle was Polynesia. Polynesia. Is it Polynesia? Polynesia. I wonder if that was like amnesia. Lisa, you got that right with the hummingbird. To be more specific, it's the sword-billed hummingbird. The sword-billed hummingbird. Did anyone ever try and potty train a kid with a Cheerio trick? I always thought that was kind of bunk. Uh, you're welcome, Mr. Cristola. Yeah. Was he even talking at that time, Jersey Jojo? So I've always heard, I've never had kids, but I always heard that you need to wait until they're at least talking. Next question. Which bird locates their prey by farting? Would that be you, Cristola? Do you locate your prey by farting? Or is it the other way around? Uh, which bird locates their prey by farting? Yeah, that would be tough to potty train a kid that's not talking. Mhm. Hmm. Wow, almost 30. Wow. All right, which bird locates their prey by farting? The Bassian thrush. The Bassian thrush. It passes gas to startle worms. Passes gas to startle worms. The Bassian thrush. We are about, oh, let's see. Oh, we have about 6 more questions. Well, give the phone to your husband. Let him type. Yeah. All right. Next question. What bird can only eat with its head upside down? Which bird can only eat with its head upside down? This surprised me. I guess I've never really seen any nature shows featuring this bird. All right, Jersey, we only have, let's see, after this one, we can rush it. Oh, the bird that locates their prey by farting, that's a Bassian thrush. The Bassian thrush. It passes gas to startle worms. The next one is what bird can only eat with its head hang upside down? Right? Right, Lisa? Yeah. The bird that can only eat with its head upside down. Going once, going twice. Flamingo. Flamingo. Next question. Which bird species is the smallest? We only have 6 more questions. Which bird species is the smallest? That's right, Jersey Jojo, hummingbird. What did he say about the farting bird? I totally missed it. Except the damn Gag-a-Maggot. Jersey Jojo got it with hummingbird. Yeah, it would be a bee or a Helena hummingbird from Cuba. Next question. Who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird? Yay, Jojo. Who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird? Leanne Ferguson. Leanne Ferguson got that one. I know what you mean, Leanne. Can't type for shit, but you're really smart. Where is it? I missed it. Damn Gaga maggot. Leanne, you got that one with Harper Lee. Good job, girl. Good job. Which bird locates their prey? Oh, I already did that one. What game launched birds for the purpose of killing pigs? What game launched birds for the purpose of killing pigs? Harper Lee is a person. Harper Lee wrote To Kill a Mockingbird. Love you too, Christola. Y'all are so cute. Oh, it's only going to be another couple questions here. Trying to move it on along so everybody can go to bed. It's past everybody's bedtime. What game launched birds for the purpose of killing pigs? Bird R Us. Which game launched birds for the purpose of killing pigs? No idea. Didn't they say something like wee when the birds would launch? And then let's see if I can find something here. Which game launched birds for the purpose of killing pigs? Does anyone have an answer? It's group love. Group hugs, group love. Because that's how we play. Which game launched birds for the purpose of killing pigs? It was all the rage like 5 years ago. You had yellow birds, red birds. You take a slingshot. Anyone have the answer? Anyone have the answer? What game launched birds for the purpose of killing pigs? There you go, Leanne. Leanne for the win on that one. Leanne for the win. 3 more questions. What is the name of an adult swan? What is the name of an adult swan? Yep, Angry Birds. Angry Birds. Ah. I know. I was surprised nobody got that. I expected y'all to jump on that one. Yep. What is the name of an adult swan? Swan Senior. Duck, duck, goose. Oh, I'm terrible at gaming stuff. I think the last game I played was I can't even remember the name of it. It was real popular at the time, about the time Friends came out, because I didn't watch Friends. And my roommate, it was a fighting game. And he would play, he would always get a girl. My roommate was a guy. He was from Pakistan. And he would always get a girl character because my friend at the time, sadly, she was in a DV relationship and she wouldn't leave the guy. We couldn't get her to leave the guy. But he would always pick a girl character and pick her and make me pick a male character so that he could kick my butt. He was crazy. I'm trying to think what that name was. I thought of it not too long ago. Gosh, I just can't pong on Atari. I remember when that came out, Lisa. I was living in Orlando. It wasn't Gladiators. It was, I don't know, it was around the time Friends was on. Because he would sit around either watching Friends or playing this crazy video game. And he was so funny. So he was from Mortal Kombat. That may be it. Let me look it up. I think it was Mortal Kombat. Yes, it's exactly what it was. So that's how long it's been since I played a video game. But my roommate was a nut. I've never seen it. Never seen a single episode. I didn't even watch Jerry Seinfeld. I watched the very last episode of Jerry Seinfeld just to say I watched one episode. Oh, I will tell you though. So my stepson from a previous marriage, he had a Nintendo set, and when Top Gun came out, I rented it and I got hooked on it. And I got so hooked on it for the first time in my life, I played hooky from work and sat around. I got up in the morning, started drinking beer and playing Top Gun. I was so bad. I want to say that first arcade game was for me, it was pinball. It was the Joker. And it was in this 7-Eleven next door to my apartment where I lived in an apartment. What is the name of an adult swan? I love how we get sidetracked, but it's fun. All right, first, the adult swan is called a cob. A cob, C-O-B. What was the name of the cockatoo in Beretta? What was the name of the cockatoo in Beretta? Good stuff, huh, Leanne? Oh, Jersey Jojo. Jersey Jojo got that one. Jersey, the good one, Jersey Jojo. Oh, me too, Lisa. Me too. But this was kind of impromptu. I had not planned this, but I thought people were going to have a lot of anxiety because of the election. So I figured I'd do this. And well, here we are. So I'm glad. I always have fun with you ladies. About how many species of birds exist worldwide? About how many species of birds exist worldwide? This is the last question. Jersey Jojo made it through the night. Christola, she's still with us. We're almost done. Last question. I like hanging out with y'all. I mean, I was telling Chris the other night that I would like to, it'd be fun to just hang out with you ladies, just hang out in real life. Good guess, Christola. $200,000. Now this one's kind of tricky because it's species of birds. So then I guess you'd have subspecies. It's kind of a tricky question, isn't it? I need to check on Chastity. I hadn't heard from her today. Has she been on Twitter? Has anyone seen her on Twitter today? We were on the phone kind of late last night. But she's trying to get all the stuff with the kids in school started out again, straightened out. Excuse me. Now I'm getting sleepy. Another bird every day. Yeah, I appreciate y'all following me on Twitter and everything too, because you never know how reliable YouTube's ever going to be. I haven't given the answer yet. Actually, the answer is 10,000 species. So again, that wouldn't count your subspecies and all that. I'm tired. I actually got up and worked today. I have a purpose now. So that is the final answer. 10,000 species of birds. Now we're all a lot smarter, giving our brain a little workout. I do feel it helps me a little bit. How do you ladies feel? Do you notice a difference in your day? Do you sleep better? I'm just curious. Well, it's because it's species, not. I guess species would be like dog, as opposed to German Shepherd, Poodle, all that stuff. Okay, thanks, Lisa. Oh, we keep you awake, Leanne? Is that what you're saying? Oh, no, I know I woke up sore this morning. I slept hard. I slept well, but I took a melatonin last night. And I guess the temperature dropped a lot. So I think that got my body all stiff. Hey, Lisa, y'all can call me Jen. It's easier to type 3 letters than all that stuff, or even Jennifer N. So how are you doing, Lisa? Are you sleeping better during the night when you play games or what? Maybe we'll give it a month and maybe we'll notice a difference in our neuron activity. I hope. Before I go nuts. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jersey Jojo, that's so sad. That's so hard. Oh, I'm sorry. I know I have sleepless nights. It's so hard. Ugh. Thank you, ladies. Love to all of you. I really appreciate it. We always have a good time. It's nice doing this together. Hopefully one day we'll be able to have a meetup, do something IRL in real life. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? Fingers crossed. I haven't looked at the election. Shall I look at the election real quick before we head off? .6%. And the Republican is leading against David Perdue is beating Ossoff right now. And Warnock is beating Loeffler by a hair, like by 20,000. So it may be a split. It may be a split here. And then we also had a public service commission. It looks like the Republican may be winning there. So that's where we are tonight so far. So, all right, ladies. Love y'all. Be safe. Get a good night's sleep. See you next time. Good night. Sleep well.